Hey, what's up, folks? Welcome back to another episode of 3D Hangouts. My name is Noah Ruiz. I'm a designer here at Adafruit, and joining me every week is my brother Pedro.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Pedro, Creative Tech here at Adafruit, and every week we're here to share 3D printer projects featuring electronics from Adafruit.
That's right. This is where we combine 3D printing and DIY electronics to smash them together in slow motion. Hello, everybody. We are hanging out in the Discord chat room. If you'd like to hang out with us during the show, we have a Discord chat room that we can join in. We're in the live broadcast chat room channel, and you can go to the Discord server by hitting up the URL discord.gg/Adafruit.
Yes. Shout out to
Yes.
everybody in all of the chat rooms. We're on Twitch, Facebook, Periscope, YouTube.
All the places. LinkedIn. Woof.
Good morning to
Hi,
everybody
LinkedIn.
hanging out. Shout out to all of the regulars, Mr. Certainly Bruce.
Hey, bros.
We got DeWester, Jim Hendrickson, Hugo, George.
Hello, good morning.
YouTube, we have Yankee,
Hello.
Patrick Rankin,
Jim Henderson on Discord.
HN, Frank Sunburn. Good morning, everybody.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. We're going to jump right into the show. Let's check in all the things. You good? Yeah, maybe you're good, maybe not. I don't know. We can't hear you? Is that the problem?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, we'll have to share stuff. It's been a while since we had audio issues, so it's bound to happen. How about now? Well, you got a delay, so why don't you plug in? Why don't I plug in over here? Good thing we have some time, right? I don't have any headphones.
Hello, hello, hello.
Do it again?
Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, you're fine. I see your inputs. All right, sweet. Let's jump right into the stuff. So if you head on over to adafruit.com/free, you can get some freebies that are still going on. Limited time only, right? So check out the site. We still have 100 days of masking. We're getting closer to the end of that promotion. So if you want to get your orders in, any order that's $1 or more, you get this free black surgical style mask for US orders only. And if you have yourself an extra mask, be sure to gift it to somebody. And then there's other tiers. So go to adafruit.com/free to get all the details. Yes, yes. If you are a maker looking for a maker job, or if you're a maker job looking for a maker, you go to jobs.adafruit.com. Here it is. It's free to create your profile, and also free for employers to do that. I think I saw some folks are looking for maker folks. So CNC operators, mechanical assemblers, chief robotics officers, PCB manufacturing technicians. So many cool, awesome jobs. Check them out. They're all here, and they're all vetted by Lamar and Phil, Mr. LadyAda.
Yeah, if you're watching the show, chances are you are interested in any number one of these things, so definitely check it out.
Again, it's free to create your profile, so please do so if you are inclined to. All right, we'll take a look at the next things. Adafruit Daily. Yesterday, was it yesterday? The CircuitPython newsletter went out, Python on hardware.
Yep.
So if you want to check out the daily newsletters that we get, sometimes weekly, adafruitdaily.com is where you'll go to subscribe to those. We have Python on hardware, 3D printing, maker business, IoT monthly, and more. So check out the website, adafruitdaily.com, to see all of them. Yeah. The once a week newsletter is product focused. You can go to adafruit.com/newsletter for this one. You can find out all the different newsletters that are out. I mean, all the different products that are added to the week. All right, I think we are ready to jump into what we're working on this week. But really, I want to highlight last week's Learn Guide has been published. It was published later after our show, and I just wanted to let folks know in case you missed it. The guide's published, and now we have a really nice demo video on YouTube that talks about the features, and there's some more details in there about the design and the code and features and things. So check that out if you're interested in this project. All the files are out. You can get the parts. You can sign up to get notified when some of the things that are out of stock, like the Pico, that one's in high demand right now. But you can get things like the display, which we have a lot to talk about on this display. But other than that, last week we did quite a bit of deep dive into the project, into the Learn Guide. So we're not going to do that this week, but just to say it's out, and I hope you guys enjoy it. All right, so this week, it's all about the Feather. Okay, the Feather is the kind of the most affordable Feather at $12. It has 8 megabytes SPI flash. It has a stemma connector on it, and it has a USB-C connector on it. So our goal was to kind of create a little demo project, and this is it. So we got our Feather here. It's powered off a LiPo. That's one of the awesome things about a Feather is it has built-in portability features, so you can plug in a LiPo battery and recharge the battery over this USB-C connector. So I have this mounted to a piece of acrylic with some standoffs. It's a M25 kit of standoffs, and the display here is the 1.5-inch OLED grayscale display, and this is the same display that we used in our MIDI Pico project. Very, very awesome. So you can see here it's displaying some of the sensor values from the sensor here. This is the BME, sorry about the focus, I can never focus. It's the BME 680. Let's see if I can get this right in line there. So there's the BME 680. And the most awesome thing, I think, is that there's no soldering here. These are just stemma cables that are plugging everything in together. And that's really the beauty of stemma I2C sensors. They all just daisy chain and plug in. So you can get your Feather, you can get your OLED, you can get your sensor, and plug them all in without any soldering. That's bonanzas. Huge shout out to Liz Clark for helping me write the demo code here in CircuitPython. So this is all running CircuitPython, the latest version of CircuitPython Beta 4. You can download it for free off circuitpython.org. And also shout out to Lamar for getting the values here to update like in real time, which is cool. So if you want to breathe on that, Pedro, and bring up the humidity, we can see that it's actually working. There it is, 52%, 55%, 60%, 64%. If we can get it to 70, we're going to move on. Woo! So what's really cool about the acrylic, I don't know, I milled it. Not much going on there, but I did do a video this week. It's a layer-by-layer tutorial on how I put together this design in CAD. It's a good exercise in how to bring in external components into your Fusion design and design around those components. I don't promote our GitHub repository enough, but I have 3D models of all of these parts and more on our GitHub repository. If you don't use Fusion 360, you can use their step file. If you use Tinkercad, you can use their STL file. So there's no, excuse to like, I don't want to use parts. So let me run the little kind of demo video. So the layer-by-layer tutorial walks you through installing all the parts, and here I just want to show you the power of user parameters. So I have this design, it's fully done, and if I want to tweak things like the angle or the width, the height, the thickness of the acrylic, it is all set up with user parameters. So I have that, I show you how to import the parts and how to manage them, and then how to use sketches and joints to stick them so that they can dynamically move when some of the dimensions are updated. So here I have the display locked to the center of the acrylic panel. It could be anything. It could be 3D printed. It could be cut with a vinyl cutter, or it could be laser cut. So that's why I really like this one, because you can, all sorts of manufacturing, you can make this thing. You can print it out and cut it by hand if you want. The point here is, like, how do you create this parametrically driven design? And it's simple. It's really simple. So I took the opportunity to, like, let me show you step by step and thoroughly walk through the procedure and the steps and kind of why I do it this way. So hopefully that is inspiring. It is to me. Like it really made me rethink and walk through it really slowly. So take your time and take a look at it if you're inclined to. I'm inclining you to. Yeah. Is it looping yet? I think it's looping. Yeah, so it's really fun to play with it once it's all set up, and I hope that's cool enough. So here it is. Again, I got this 3D printed stand as well. I forgot to mention that as you're updating the angle, like this little slit also updates, which is like just so freaking rad. So that's the Feather. Let's take a look at the website, the Feather. If you want to get notified when they're back in stock, you can sign up with your email, put notify me. The grayscale display is in stock. You gotta hurry now. There's only 16 in stock. This is an awesome display. Again, the first kind of project that we did with it. Down here, you can scroll down. You can see the learn guide for it, and then the Pico MIDI arcade controllers right there. Yeah. So we got a really nice library in CircuitPython and Arduino support as well.
Our favorite new display.
Yeah.
And then we got
the,
some shout outs on the repository where all of the CAD parts are
Thank you.
listed.
I forgot to pull it up. So if you go to github.com/Adafruit, you're going to want to search for CAD. And there it is, CAD parts. I wish it was the first one, but whatever. There it is. And the way I have it set up is that I have
search the page.
Yeah, you can search the page by PID. It's the first 4 numbers here. So the PID is there. 4741 is the OLED display. So if you search for it this way, you can also read that it says OLED 1.5 inch. Click on that, and then here are the files. The F3D file is the source file with all the sketches in it. And then there's a download button there if you want to grab that. And then in the tutorial, I'll show you how to actually import it, bring it in, and kind of how to futz with it so that it's in the right position and stuff. So there you go. And we have a link to this. We try to put this link in all of the videos. I think it's in the description of this one. If not, I'll put it in.
I'll post it every single week.
Pedro posts it every single week too. Excellent. Yeah. I think I was saying something else. Yeah, the temperature sensor is out of stock, but hey, there's a buy on DigiKey button. A lot of the products that are out of stock on Adafruit, you can get them through DigiKey, which will probably ship faster, which is cool if you need it now. So you can click on that button if it's, you know, not every product is there, but when you see that there, you can always use DigiKey, or one of our partners. And this is a really nice sensor because, like you said, it has temperature, humidity, pressure, and gas all in this little package here. And CircuitPython support, of course. And no need to solder any of the breakouts. You just plug it in. It's so amazing.
My favorite part.
Yeah, you just plug it in. It's so good. And this is running off the battery. And if I want to recharge the battery, I can't reach, but I just plug that in, and then you'll see that there's a little yellow charging LED that shows up. Yeah. So far, my favorite Feather right now.
Beautiful.
8 megabytes of SPI flash. I can put all sorts of fonts, sound effects, bitmaps, what have you, libraries here. I wonder if you could stuff the whole, I think you could put the whole CircuitPython library bundle on here and be like, what's up? What's missing? Nothing, because I have every library. All right, how's everybody doing in the Discord? We hanging out?
Everybody is liking all of the CAD. And yep, just plug it in and it works. Sounds like anybody can make these projects. Yes.
Yes, even a non-programmer, I guess.
And then shout outs to Liz for the awesome collab.
Liz, thank you.
And then the Moji Parrot. I think we're going to put the parrot on one of the prototypes that we'll show after this guy here.
Yeah, so let's jump in to what are you prototyping this week?
All right, so here is what we're prototyping, this super cute little egg guardian robot from Zelda Age of Calamity.
Here we go.
Did I get that right? Is that the title?
Age of Calamity.
So this is the prequel to Breath of the Wild, super popular game, one of our most popular like projects from that is actually all of the Zelda projects. Like every month, the CS team does like a monthly report on all of the most popular videos, and it's all of the Zelda stuff. The Guardian Sword, the Guardian Robot, the Shield, what else? Like there's like 6 different little projects that always get the top views, so okay, we have to go on and move on to the little egg guardian robot. This was a suggestion from Lamar and Phil, who are super inspired by all of the really cool shoulder companion robots. A lot of those are done by Odd J.
Yeah, Odd J.
Odd J, Alex Glow from Hackster.io. This have some really cool robots, so of course we had to jump on making one of these, and of course we're gonna have to theme it out to be the Guardian robot. It's such a popular little egg robot in terms of it being like a baby, a child. Of course, everybody did that with baby Yoda and what other baby
Guardian.
things? Baby Guardians. Of course, they're gonna have to follow suit. So it's super awesome little simple robot. We have a servo in here, of course, running CircuitPython with an itsy bitsy NRF52840. Everything's 3D printed, of course, and we have nice little magnets on the bottom here, so you can have him be your shoulder bot using one of these little shoulder metal thingies that you just put on. Let's go ahead and demo that. Hopefully, it doesn't fall off me. So it's just like a piece of metal with some rubber on it, and when you put that guy on there, here's your little robot companion friend. Good guy. So one of the cool things you could do for upgrading him is like add IoT, so it could like do some sensor readings like that we were just showing off here, and like log all that data as you're walking around.
Yeah, or you can control it with your mobile device.
Your phone, yeah.
With the Blue Fruit app, you can do some things. Right now it's just running some demo code. We want to make it so that he randomly kind of stops and pauses. The NeoPixel ring, we have the LED animation running right now with the CircuitPython library. And
nice little close-up view of this guy. So of course, still gonna have to go in there and paint all of the gold accents. I was gonna dual extrude it, but it's a little bit of work to do that to finish it in like 2 weeks.
Worth of work, yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and paint all of the gold accents on there. You have these nice little snap together feet. You can add some wire on there, or just fit these out to have them stick into whatever angle you want, so it can be on your desk. We'll go ahead and jump in and look at the inside of this guy.
Yeah,
go to the overhead. You can see that this guy is held on with these little clips here on the bottom. You can have a custom horn on here, and you can see the NeoPixel ring and the servo that is attached to the center of the body here. Go ahead and look at the underside of this guy. Of course, all snap fit together parts. So this pops out like that, and you can see where the magnet and the NRF52840 is all housed in here with some nice little walls that hold it in place. And you have access to your USB connection here. You have your slide switch on the other side to turn that guy on and off. You're gonna add a LiPo charger on here, so you just charge the battery. You just have a 420 milliamp hour battery, or the 350s fit in here. It's a little, the 500s are a little bit too big to fit inside the body there. And yeah, everything's held or plugged in with these Molex connectors to make it easy to disassemble or assemble. So you can...
May I pop his eye out?
Yeah, you can pop his eye out. So you can funnel everything through the little hole.
It's so cute.
Nice little translucent diffuser for his eyeball there. Yeah. And then on the bottom here, you have these nice little clips that we have in stock. These magnets were used for small little boards like a Circuit Playground Express, so you can have a nice little magnetic pin to make a custom badge.
Wow, that's a great click sound when you snap it in.
Yeah, all these, it's a lot of snap fit parts on here. A lot of work in figuring out all the tolerance to work on these. I did test these on the Cruelties, the Ultimakers, make sure that all the tolerances work across all that. These do print with supports. I can show you what that looks like right here.
So here's a demo of live support removal. So tell us about
I didn't grab any of my tools to actually remove it, but
sure,
you can
grab it while you...
Yeah, so it's just using the flat pliers. And one of the tricks here is that you don't have to use such a high density when using supports. This is just 4% for the density, and you can see just how dense it looks. It would be a lot more filled in if it was like at the default of 20%. And we have the roof enabled for supports, and I'll show that off. So let's go ahead and do a live demo of removing these. And the other trick too is to have the extrusion width all the way down to 0.2. Usually the extrusion width for printing is like 0.4, 0.38. Go ahead and lower that for supports to 0.2, so it makes them nice and thin. And I'm gonna make a mess here. Okay. Get me the trash can over there. It's right behind you. Is this even in frame? Yep. And here you go. Let's get the spudger just to speed things up. You can see how nice and clean all this comes off. So the support, or the Z distance for the roof here is set to 0.21. And that was after a bunch of tests of having it like 0.18, 0.22.
Is this the roof then?
Yeah, this is the roof right here.
Okay.
And again, the density for this is like 4%. And then you can see here all of the super clean.
So if this was 20% kind of the default,
Oh my God, it'd be
kind of
impossible.
impossible
Yeah, you
to
would
remove
break all, and especially look at all these walls. You have walls that are printing in the air when it's first starting out.
Yeah.
You can see the slide switch here, all the supports inside there. That would completely fall apart if you had anything that fuses when you use such a low Z height for the supports in the roof. So yeah, just a little bit more cleanup of that, but you can see that all of the little parts in here print perfectly with adjusting your supports to have those settings.
Yeah.
So we have these little these chamfers here that are actually gripping onto the board. And then for the slide switch, you can see you have all these walls that allow the posts to poke out through and the wires to connect to down here. And then supports right here. And then one of the other things that I did, these aren't custom supports, these are just generated by Cura. The other trick to not have supports print like completely everywhere is to have the angle for supports actually be 85 or 86 degrees. Yeah, if you have any.
Yep, I do.
Definitely recommend that. I have cut all of my fingers trying to remove these by hand, so definitely pick up some of the flush cutters or some of these pliers. Will greatly help in make sure you don't cut up all your hands. But yeah, and there is a brim too, and the options for the brim is have it. I think the default is brim only on the outside. You want to make sure that is turned off so it puts brims on both sides of your object.
Yeah, anytime you're printing a thin-walled thing where it's just perimeters, definitely on the inside and the outside, apply that brim.
Yeah, so here's where the LiPo backpack will plug into, or screw into. We have a nice little...
Oh, interesting. On the sidewall.
Side, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good use of space.
You can fit all of that. And of course, I'll clean up the wires, make them a bit more smaller so everything is nice and tidy. But yeah, just some tips on having some super clean supports. I did see some people online saying that, oh yeah, you can use dual extrusion. And we've done that many times with breakaway material and PVA. But we wanted to focus on what would be more accessible to people and make sure that everybody can print these. So I did spend time on figuring out the supports for that.
Sweet.
So yeah, this will be, I think, 2 weeks from now. And then let me just put this guy back together. You can see all the snap fit parts. It took forever to figure out to have this snap fit in without having any of these break off.
Yeah, they're nice.
So the strength and all that, the what do we call these? The little
Nubs.
posts that just nubs that just snap into your nub or into your horn there. I can get that nicely lined up.
Yeah.
Let's see. There we go. So it clips onto there, and there we
Check
go.
this eye out, sorry.
That's fine. You can see the inside there.
There's his eye.
And we're gonna try to summon the dragon, Mr. Philibregas, to see if we can add some random servo movements and some nice swirly animation. Because in the game he has like red and blue swirls. I don't want to get all complicated and add like a matrix to his eye or anything like that. So just simple
Great beginner project for
ring
servo.
in there. Yeah, very nice little servo-based projects. All right, and that is what we're working on for this lovely little companion robot.
Yes, and to revoice Bruce saying, life's lesson, 3D printing lesson, a little bit of support, go a long ways.
This is true. All right.
Yeah, very good.
All right, so in 2 weeks. Oh yeah, and the little eye just pops right in like that. There you go.
There you go.
And you can actually see like the swirling of the LED in there. A little tough to tell with when it's just blue and with it moving around. Oh yeah, and the light too. You can kind of see. So can't wait for that red addition to that little swirl there.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool to have a color picker as well with the Bluefruit app, so we can change the color.
Good idea.
Or if I wanted to go left, you'll go left, go right,
Yeah.
and just kind of puppeteer him with your iOS device over Bluetooth, which is awesome.
And then Lamar was suggesting having like some holes in here so you can have the bendable wire so you can more easily
Yeah, so it'll
have
stay
that bend.
posed when you.
Yeah, because right now you gotta like
I
pop
see
these
what
out a
you're saying.
little
You can kind
bit.
of pop it out so that the reliefs are kind of tugging onto the
Yeah.
ball socket.
And you can
Good use of ball sockets.
pop them in like that, and they'll wiggle
Love
around
those
again.
clicks.
Yeah, so many
Love those
clicks.
And triangles and pyramids, like that's Zelda. That's the iconic
Yeah.
shape. It's nice to see the legs are these really nice pyramids.
Yeah, I really like his design. It's like a futuristic relic, is
Yeah.
what the design aesthetic that
Some
is always
time
with.
warps and time travel
Zelda.
going on. Yeah, these tools are really awesome tools. We have all of these in the shop. So this is the spudger tool. You got your flush Hako, right? Is it Hako? And this one's Hako too.
Yep.
Or maybe it's not Hako. It's something Haku or something. Anyway, these are the flush nose ones, right? Pliers, and then these are the flush diagonal cutters and spudger tool, which is my favorite tool for getting in between things to pry it open. My prying tool, and it has two different edges here. You can get all those in the shop by searching spudger or flush snips pliers.
All right.
Cool.
Keep it moving on with some more prototypes that
I
are being
have
worked
rainbows. I have so many rainbows. I can't wait to show you. So you might remember a project with an 8x8 matrix. This is double. This is 16 by 16 NeoPixels. Here's the back here. I've rewired it to this 3-pin JST connector. And one of the things to power this thing, you kind of need an external power thing, right? Like an external power supply. I got here my feather doubler, which lets me have a feather and a feather wing. One of my favorite ways to power NeoPixels is with the Prop Maker Feather Wing. It has this 3-pin JST connector on it. So I just plug this in, and this is running CircuitPython LED animation library. So what I did was 3D printed and designed this grid with these little reliefs, these little cutouts for the capacitors that are strung across the arrangement there. So the idea is that this fits over here, line it up nicely, and then we stock this black LED acrylic in the shop, and it's a really great way to diffuse your NeoPixel LEDs. So this here shows the grid separating the light so that you have these really nice diffused squares that are all nicely packed together to make this fun effect. So the idea is to make a frame and a thing to house it, because right now it's not, I need another part, but yeah, it's about 10 millimeters thick, which is kind of the magic number for the distance for getting good diffusion here on this black LED acrylic. So that's what I'm working on. I'm hoping to get some party parrots here at some point.
You always need party parrot on a matrix display.
But this is so cool. Like the display behind me is like 12 by 12 pixels. It's a 16. So 256 pixels are here, and I'm just powering it off a USB port off this computer here, thanks to the Prop Maker Feather Wing, which has a circuitry to power all the pixels nicely. And this, of course, in CircuitPython. So the code's right there. I can just disconnect it, plug it back in. Super, super easy. So if you got yourself one of these displays and you're looking for something to do with it, I think this could be a sweet clock IoT project, you know, display party parrots.
Beautiful.
So I just think it's a really fun one. And I've been meaning to do something bigger. So we do have this small version of it with the 8x8. This is it. Basically, we're going to do the same thing, but with the bigger display, right? You got your feather in the back there, and same kind of JST thing. I'm able to power it off the 3 volts here at the 3-volt pin because there's only so many pixels, 8x8. So yeah, and this is running CircuitPython 2 with the pixel buffer library, so I can have some text running there. But yeah, this is the 8x8 one. 16 by 16 one is in the works. So I hope you guys like that. Prop Maker Feather Wing. If you want to pick that up, I have a link to it. And of course a link to the display. So the display, I mean the Matrix, is a little pricey. It's got a bunch of pixels, 256. It's out of stock right now, so if you want to sign up, you can get notified when they're back in stock. Or you can check it out on DigiKey and see if that's in stock. But yeah, that is the thing. And here's all the things you can do, right? All the learn guides. like the displaying bitmaps and text on your NeoPixel grids. It's a good one here from Melissa. And then the black LED acrylic is in stock. We sell it in 2 different variants, 12 by 12 inch sheet, so you can cut it down to size, which is what I'm going to do here. And then we also have one size for one of the RGB LED displays. It's only $10 right now, and we have them in stock, so if you want to pick them up. These are a little bit thinner than the stuff that you can get from like Tap Plastics, so it offers a better diffusion in my opinion. Yeah, so we have that, and then here's that learn guide for the square LED, for the square NeoPixel 8x8 thing. We do have a learn guide on this one, and it uses the 8x8 64 pixel matrix, which is like a PCB. It's not a flexible. I think we also have it in a flexible version, but this one's like the hard PCB version. And yeah, it's flexible, right? Right. And then here's the prop maker Featherwing. We currently have it in stock for the variant that has the assembled headers, which is cool. I'm using it here with a doubler Featherwing, which is great for these type of projects where I need to kind of prototype this before I stuff it in something. So if you want to pick this one up, it's in stock right now. You can check it out. It's one of my favorite Featherwings, the prop maker Featherwing. I like it a lot. Not just for props. This could be a prop. Why not? Look at that rainbow. Ah, it's so good. Doesn't it make you feel great? Like, oh man, it's stressed out.
Super
See
vibrant.
these rainbows, I'm like, okay, you know, maybe life's not so bad.
People are liking it in the chat. Requesting Party Parrot.
Yes.
And then, yeah, Jim's saying that the grid really does help in
It's
preventing
so
light
freaking
leaking.
Nice. I can't wait to show you guys like how I
good.
modeled it, because like I'm really jazzed about it. This thing's kind of heavy. Like it's a lot of PLA. It took 10 hours to print. It's bananas. I could have cut this out of paper faster, but it wouldn't be as precise unless I used a.
I mean, you
I
can,
suppose.
yeah, you can layer up the pieces of chipboard maybe.
Well, you know.
But even that takes a
This is
little
what's
bit.
really important is these reliefs
Oh,
here,
yeah, you
because
can't
now
do
it's
that.
flush
Yeah.
with the PCB, the Flex PCB, and you have this really nice, like look how clean that is right there.
Show me that again.
Yeah, sure. So with those reliefs, you can really flush it up against there.
Very nice.
Really nice. And 160 by 160 centimeters is what is required in terms of like the bed of your 3D printer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have one more tip about this. You definitely want to do a little sample when you're modeling. And that's what I did here, because I did the mistake of printing this whole thing and not testing it out.
Done
And
that.
it's garbage, and I feel bad about it. But don't do that. So always, to remind myself here, always do like a little test piece first. And this is a 4x4. So let's kind of put it in there and see if it fits. That's kind of a neat effect. But yeah, there you go. That's how I was able to test it. And then I knew confidently, like, okay, I can make the big version. And I finally figured out the right kind of set of math equation to make this parametrically driven, so that I can do any pixel count, any pixel arrangement, which is really cool.
Looks so good with
Yeah.
that on there.
It does. It's quite fun. So that's what we're working on.
Yay.
Thanks, folks.
We got Hugo saying that make one that's 1x7, red only, and put it on the front of your car. Be like,
Yeah.
crap, just forgot the name.
It is
Kit?
flexing,
No.
so.
The car, Knight Rider.
Knight Rider? Yeah, I forget his name. Kit. Sweet. All right, well, I think we're ready to jump into Community Makes, right?
Yeah, let's go ahead and check out this week's Community Makes. This is one that is offered by GitHub. It's the Skyline. It's like a visualizer for all of your GitHub commits and your libraries. This one is from LadyAda from 2020.
Yeah, so it's a cool
Like visualizer for
yeah.
all of your GitHub.
So it's dynamically generated, and you can pop in your username if you have a GitHub profile, and you can see your kind of, what would you say, your progress.
I'm gonna get.
throughout the year?
I didn't read into it. Sorry, I just grabbed. Lamar and Phil just sent me the website. We're like, hey, print this out, make a time lapse. So I I think it's like all the GitHub commits and the libraries and all that.
Your
but
activity, yeah. Oh,
activity.
under
And this one is for 2020, so I'm gonna guess this is like all split up by like month, and you can kind of tell where the pandemic happened, I think.
Whoa.
You can see the dip here.
Oof.
And
But then a huge spike.
And then it spikes up.
It's a city. This is Lamar's city.
Yeah.
Her activity in GitHub rendered as a city skyline.
Yeah, she had some, oh, that kind of matches. She had
Sure
some
does.
suggestions on, I think John's made a project where it like shows you how many stars like certain repos have, or like how many commits you've made, or libraries. So you can definitely add a nice little screen on there somewhere to see the rest of the stats to whatever repository you're following.
Yeah, you can use the URL and just type in your username at the,
generate
at
it for
the
you.
end, and it'll just generate it for you. I could show you mine, but it's pretty flat.
That's exactly what some people are saying.
Mine's really
PT even
flat.
said the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, use mine. Don't use mine. Use Lamar's. So you can have a nice.
Here, I'll go to it now.
and down.
It's going to slow down the
yeah.
stuff.
They're
because it's
using some nice, like-
OpenGL
Mhm.
3D, so it's
Yeah.
3D in your browser, but it's
It looks
such a
super
cool,
nice. It has like a nice little song that
Yeah.
goes along with it.
Oh, it
Nice little
does?
animation build. Yeah, yeah. It's
made
like
with
very.
love by GitHub. It's VR ready, I guess. You can print it on
This looks.
Shapeways.
This is it's like Tron feel, like the retro. What is the retro futuristic look?
Yeah.
Like the Skyline City. Hopeful for the future type
Yeah.
thing, I hope.
So you can download the STL file, and that's what it's generated as.
Mm-hmm.
So if we wanted to do mine, I guess I could put DJ Ekin.
Yanni is saying that he transformed his into a 3MF.
A 3MF.
Is that Cura
I
project?
think that's a file that lets you do like color, like different colors and stuff.
Oh. Oh yeah. Speaking of colors, this is using the rainbow silk filament.
Here's mine.
Oh,
Those
wow.
are my
2020.
all I do, guys, is CAD. So this is just me uploading CAD, and you can see what months I uploaded tons of CAD here.
I wonder what the correlation for each section, like what is that on the Y? On the Y axis?
Oh, right. The Z-axis going up, right?
No, like these right here. Like, you know how
Here,
there's
let me go
rows. Like what row is this here on the back compared to what row is on the front?
I have no clue.
Oh,
I don't know
Andy Calloway suggesting a cool fly through. Yeah, that would have been. Actually, I did try doing that, but the phone with the gimbal, it was too shaky.
Oh.
But yeah, I really wanted to do like a fly through like that. It just didn't look good at all.
It looks good here. Cool.
Jim is saying that the columns are the weeks. Ah,
Okay, columns are the weeks.
okay. So if we look at it this way,
Mhm.
maybe is that more accurate of
Did you scale
Star
it
Trek?
when you print?
Yes, so I scaled this to the bed size, so I think it's like half the size when you download it. I just made it big to have it look nice on the time lapse, which didn't end up looking as nice as I wanted. The retraction settings
Oh,
were
boy.
completely wrong, so that's why it's all stringy. But you are able to clean that up pretty nice.
Yeah.
So nice way to have like a little trophy. I saw GitHub was like awarding people trophies,
Yeah.
and this is a really nice one to
Thank
looking
yourself,
back
yeah.
at 2020. What commits were you doing on 2020? I always feel like this is gonna spell something.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a really cool one that anybody can print, and as you've seen, it gives you a little link to have one made at Shapeways.
Yeah. Which, yeah, you can see how much that would cost.
Ooh,
I don't
maybe
know.
a small one,
Maybe a small one.
maybe like a
Keychain.
keychain or a necklace out of it.
Sweet.
That'd actually be pretty cool, huh? Like in gold or something. One of the jewelry metals.
Cool.
Okay, cool.
All right, let's
And
look at some other community makes that came in this week. We got some stuff off the old Thingiverse. So let's look at the first one. This is a make by Suso Star. Posted this up. This is our yet another Keyblade. This is from the video game series Kingdom Hearts. This is the Keyblade. It's a really fun kit that you can print and it all screws together and snap fit, sort of. Awesome. This was printed on the Creality Ender 3 Pro. So
Nice.
Love seeing our cosplay props printed by folks. The next one here is the Lego compatible webcam cover up. So this is a nice little quick print that you can make to have adorn your monitor or whatever else, laptop, with your thing. And this was remixed as well, so it would fit a Dell laptop, an old
Nice.
Dell laptop. Excellent.
And the reminder again to watch out for the sensors that are on the cameras so it doesn't
that's
mess
right.
with any like the
Privacy.
ambient sensors or anything like that.
Okay. And then the last one we have here is a make
Hey.
from Andrew Ski, who posted up the NES gamepad for the Pi badge, the Adafruit Pi badge. And this is really cool. Look at the texture here.
I like
think
that
it's
texture.
a perforated kind of bed. I've never.
I saw
always see
someone
folks,
in the
print-
printing group.
I always see
They
folks-
like DIY'd their own texture for the bed,
Yeah,
and
this
it
is-
was something like
This is
that.
excellent. Yeah, it reminds me of carbon fiber or something.
Yeah, yeah.
It's super cool. Nice and chunky. And if you're going to play with it a lot, this really helps your thumbs. This is why Pedro made it. It was all
Oh my god, yeah.
by like use case. Like, hey, I really need this. The description says I had to print the thumb washer twice to get it to work right, but it feels so good. It's printed
thumb
on the
washer?
Krill TCR10. So it's washer.
Oh, is it this thing? Is that thumb washer?
I didn't design it, bro. I don't know.
I don't remember it naming
I know.
it that.
I'm just joshing you, man. Yeah. So that is this week's community
Post.
makes. Thank you everybody for sharing their makes with us. These just come in through email, so I store them.
Oh, there's a really cool one. Did you get the tweet on the dark saber blade printed in one piece on the belt printer?
Give me a link.
Oh, that was tweeted at us a couple days ago.
I'm pretty sure I said, Pedro,
Oh,
make sure you store that. And you never.
Oh, I did. I put it in the community makes.
Oh.
It should be a tweet link. Was it removed? No.
Yeah, maybe it was removed.
Dang, it was so cool.
Yes. Yeah, it was with the 3D print mill printer as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
The CR30 said he printed it,
Yeah,
the
I think
blade
I might
in
have-
one piece, and he also did some edits to it.
There's a
Let me
version history.
scroll down.
Here. Maybe I could do the version history and pull it up.
Let me scroll down the Twitter mentions here. Dang, it was so cool. He made it longer as well, made the thickness, I think like 2 millimeters. Added some recesses in there to fit the NeoPixel strip that he went with. I feel like I'm getting close.
I feel like
No, I've reached the end of Twitter API.
I
busy.
have locked up the machine. Trying to look for this.
Dang it.
Yeah, we're a little. Here it is. I found it. I
Oh.
can't. I can't touch it though. I can't edit this,
Oh.
right? Yeah.
Oh well.
Do you want to?
Oh, you want me
Wait,
to type
wait.
it
I
in?
think it's working now. No, it's not. It's very bizarre. Twitter.com/NAK.
Okay. Oh, there it is. My history.
Cool. Pedro posted in the Discord, and then I'll load it up here. Makers find a way, okay? There it is.
And you can see the height difference on the one you made and the edit he applied
So,
to it.
I guess White Knight is the person's name. Knack 3D Designs. Thank you so much for posting this. Here's the photo of the giant.
There's the
Dark
detail
Saber.
on the stuff that he.
Is it like a
the blade.
thread? Wow.
Added some
that is super
recesses in
chunk.
it.
And this is printed in whatever
belt
orientation
printer.
that
Oh, yeah,
works
yeah.
the best for a belt printer, which we haven't played
Yeah,
with
that.
yet. But look at that detail; that's phenomenal. It looks just like mine. Wow. And with that glitter black, looks great.
Which we found a really good, cheap, high quality glitter black from Everyone. The brand Everyone. Let me see if I can find it on Amazon for you guys.
Sweet.
Because we like the Filamentum stuff, but it takes a while. There's only like one distributor in the US. The price isn't the best. This one's like $24, I want to say.
Yeah. Sweet. Shout out to Knack 3D Designs. Hashtag White Knight.
Galaxy. Yeah, this one is Galaxy. Is this Galaxy Sparkly Glitter Black?
Nice. And you pasted that somewhere?
I'm getting the. There is the link for that if you guys want to try out this filament. We love it.
We do have some time. I have some parts in the other room that are printed with that filament, right?
Oh.
The dark saber parts.
Okay.
I guess I'll bring them while we.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. So you can talk about
And we
that.
tried the black as well as the purple one as well. Actually, can I show the purple one? No. Well, here's the blue one. The blue one. And the purple one. Oh, and the red. I think we got all of these because they were just so good. I don't know where my... There it is. So here's what the blue one looks like. Got the side
You got
there.
phone on there.
Yeah, I forgot. We got like every one of the colors because we like them so much. They have purple, black, blue, red.
Mm.
Okay,
Let's,
excellent.
Turn that focus off here so we go manual. Okay, go closer. There
Let's
you
see the
go.
glitter
And
on
then I'll
there.
do.
No clogging on the nozzles.
Let's be clean.
Good layer adhesion.
And when you print it a flat surface on a powder coated bed, you get that nice texture here, like this one. Yeah, so this is pretty good filament. It's is it like the $20 price range as well?
It is it 26?
Okay.
Oh, save
it
an
come
extra
in-
$4 when you apply this coupon by clicking here.
Yeah.
Why would you not click on it?
Here's the guard. So I gotta assemble this at some point.
Wow, and this like delivers tomorrow. That's another thing too. These
I'll grab the
ship
one.
so quick.
Yeah, so cool filament. Good
If there's
price, good
suggestions
quality.
for some Galaxy sparkling glitter. It's too long, man. Yeah, and it's not rough either. Like, it still feels smooth.
Yeah. And then overhang. All that's overhang. This is a great little plate for like,
I know, right?
like displaying stuff. Excellent. Well,
I
I
think
think that's gonna do it.
Yeah,
right?
that's the end of the
Tonight.
show.
Yeah. So thanks everybody.
jump back at here tonight. We're going to be hosting the Adafruit Show and Tell. This is the place where everybody comes and shows off their awesome projects they're working on, their maker spaces, or just like retro tech, anything that is interesting, like
Yeah,
not just
progress.
electronics or 3D printing, but like crafts and wearables and all that cool stuff that has technology or interest in like art type projects. So definitely stop by there, show off your awesome stuff or your workspace or things your kids are working on. And then stay tuned after that for a full hour of Lamar Phil on Ask an Engineer. If you have any questions that are technical, like somebody was asking, like, are we leaving C++ for Circuit Python? Well, a lot of the libraries and the hard coded stuff is in C++. So no, we're not going to be leaving that in favor of Circuit Python. So a lot of stuff is made in. You can ask more technical questions like that. Somebody was asking about some OLED drivers. Definitely head over to the Discord. There's a lot more people there that would know exactly what products and drivers to check out for your specific project.
Yeah, so there we go. That's later tonight. You can get invited by clicking on the StreamYard link that we'll paste like 5 minutes before the show starts, which is 7:30 p.m. ET. So 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. And then tomorrow is John Park's workshop. Thursdays at 4 p.m. Fridays are deep dives with Scott at 2 p.m. Pacific Time or 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And then the start of the week is on the Sunday from the desk of LadyAda. She does the great search with DigiKey, some work in progress stuff as well. And then on Mondays is the CircuitPython meeting. This is where the community, the core devs, come together live and chat about what's going on with CircuitPython, things that folks are working on, and a quick preview of the Python and Hardware weekly newsletter. Every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time in the Discord channel. Did the thing stop recording?
Nope, that's fine.
Yeah, I think the battery died. Cool. And there we go. That is a Monday. And then Tuesdays is JP's product pick of the week. Yesterday, JP did a great one, so check it out.
Definitely check that one out. It is using knobs on the
Such a
Feather
cool- yeah, it's such a cool-
RPF 2040 Feather with some awesome knobbiness.
Yeah, it's
Definitely a cool project coming out for that. So cool.
Sweet. And then this show here is on Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Time.
Thank you all for
Thank
joining
you,
us every
everybody.
single morning, evening, afternoon, and night, wherever you are around the globe. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. With that,
We'll see you guys next week or tonight.
don't forget,
then.
make a great day. See you later tonight.
Bye, everybody.